Hey Capricorn, this is Amanda Nardosi. Thanks for hopping into my little den here. We're keeping it warm, we're keeping it cozy. Today's reading is going to be for March 25th for the full moon in Libra, and then it's going to extend into the next 2 weeks until the next new moon. So whatever energies we're dipping into are going to be magnified around the full moon and then last for the next 2 weeks. So we're going to look at things to manifest, things to let go of, and any other supplement messages regarding that. That being said, call in your angel energies, your spiritual energies, whatever you work with on the other side. And I will do the same. Tune in to the messages that are for you. Tune in to the messages that help you feel empowered, that bring healing and light to your journey. They want to talk about finances. So, you have Pluto, Capricorn, in the second house. The second house does reflect inner values, and it's also the house of finances. It's typically what the messages revolve around. Capricorn, it's funny that you have Capricorn on the astrodice as well, and I'm reading for Capricorn, like the sign of Capricorn, but the energy of Capricorn itself carries the energy of discipline, hard work, reaching a goal. It's very Eight of Pentacles energy, where you're working and kind of toiling away at something until it provides results. And Pluto is reformation. So it's the destroying of something, leaving the old behind, and then setting yourself on a new path, setting yourself, it's almost like putting your, I don't know, getting like the channeled message of like setting your best self forward. So it's kind of fine-tuning things that, you know, need to be done on your path. And it does revolve around consistent work and effort towards a financial goal. So it's like you are remodeling things. It's almost like you have this house that you've once upon a time maybe gutted out completely, or like you moved into it and you were like, this isn't quite how I want it to be. This isn't really the one that I want for me right now. But I want to like knock out a few walls. I want to input a few other things. So this is the type of energy that we're working with in terms of like, that's the image they're giving me, is like remodeling a house, right? So let's pull some Celtic Cross, some oracle cards, and then see if there's any other messages for you there. Let's expand. Okay. So your situation, you have the universe. The universe is opening up. It's almost like you're seeing opportunities, lay it out before you, and this is where that consistent work and that consistent effort is coming from, because you actively see ways forward. It's almost like you're feeling challenged about how it's going to manifest. Like you can see different routes and different avenues, but it's almost like you're not sure where it's going to go or what direction it's going to look like. And Spirit's kind of saying, whatever pleases you, go with that. So following your joy, following the things that might feel right in the moment. Because you have the Two of Wands as a challenge card here, and the Two of Wands is telling me that these decisions like that you're going to make, they're not going to make or break you. Like I'm getting somebody with a bunch of new ideas, and they're hesitant to move forward with it because they're focused on wanting to fit in a brand or an image, or they're wanting to acquire this certain result. And the Two of Wands is the visionary, and when that's in the challenge position, it's almost like you're struggling to see what exactly you want to do with this, or what, like the destination almost, or like it's either that, not sure how to get there to like this one thing that you want to attain, or it's the reverse, not knowing where you're going to go, but knowing the direction you're going to go to get there. And I think that's actually, the latter is the best energy to emulate, even if you're not in that energy, is to you know, put one foot in front of the other in the present moment, see what you can work with, and then if you don't like where you're at, just make a different decision, so that way you can direct your destiny in a different direction, right? So what's coming up from within is the Page of Pentacles. So this is like a learning time. This is the time to learn. The Page of Pentacles is the forever student. So we are always learning, we are always growing, and I feel that whatever field you're choosing, or whatever you're choosing to go into, or whatever you're choosing to work on, it is something that will require a little bit of learning and education on your part. And it's almost like I'm hearing Spirit say, like, I'm okay with that. I'm hearing the energy go, I'm okay with that. That's okay. That's cool. The Hierophant in the recent past. So the recent past position, the Hierophant is actually something you might have actually studied or gained knowledge through classes. The Hierophant is the higher education card or supplemental classes. This is actively opening up a book and reading about it. This could also be, I'm also getting with this message, like you previously set up a structure for how you're going to sustain this Capricorn energy. That might be why the Capricorn energy is existent on the Astro Dice, is because you have worked up a schedule or you have worked up a plan. And I'm hearing like time to go. Like, you know, you've set all of your dominoes up and then you're trying to like, you're knocking the first one over and then the rest of it falls. You're like, okay, well, it's time to go. It's time to execute them now. So you had a plan set up. I feel a very go-getter type of energy here, but there is wanting to remake or remodel something still. So it's a matter of, well, how do I move forward? There's a question of what do I have to do in order to make the changes that I want to make, right? And again, this is where that student card comes into play. You're really not going to learn until you actively take the steps to do it. But I do see in the near future for the Four of Swords that you're kind of sitting on this, you're sitting on this energy for a little bit, because again, it's fine-tuning your instincts, tuning into your intuition, taking a step back and making sure that you're not taking anything. I'm feeling like quick, hurry. And Spirit's actually telling you to sit down because they want you to make sure that this is the direction that you want to go. And that's not to second guess yourself. They're not saying, are you sure? Because they're trying to get you to change your mind. It's almost like you want to execute these decisions from a place within the heart. Like, it's very important that whatever you choose to do, you're making sure that you're doing for yourself and what feels right for you, and not what fits the external circumstances, because external circumstances are consistently changing. Whereas you want to make sure that you are focused on the things that you want to go for. Hello, hi. He hears noises down the street, so he's warned me. He's like, Mom, there's somebody coming by. But there's nobody coming by because they're out on the neighboring street. You're good. Thank you. You did well. Good job. Good guard dog. He thinks he's so fierce. He's a little corgi. Let's see. So, and then all of your focus is on the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is leaving something behind. For some of you, it's leaving someone behind so you can better step into your energy and embrace fully what's to come. So like what it is that you want to create next for this financial future of yours. The Eight of Cups is actively leaving something behind. I really just feel like you're just moving forward with whatever. So which fits with the Pluto energy of wanting to remake and remodel things. It's like, okay, I'm done with this nasty stuff, or I'm done with this energy, and then I'm moving on because I need to embrace something better, something different. The U card, the U position is strength. Strength is cultivating that inner strength. It's almost like you're meeting spirit, like you're meeting the world where it's at, and spirit's working with you through that. So you're understanding that your circumstances aren't exactly the most ideal right now, but it's almost like you're using, the message that I'm getting with this is that you're using strength that you've cultivated before. On the journey thus far, you've learned so much, and then you are using that wisdom and you're understanding, okay, things aren't exactly where I want it to be right now, but you are like, it almost feels like you're like getting amped up. You're like, okay, let's go. I'm ready to go. I do feel it's a consistent go energy. But with strength, like there comes a time when, you know, we have to sit in patience and cultivate that strength as well. It's almost like, you know, you want to make moves, but you know it's not the right time yet. So this is another reason to like cultivating that patience and like working on like the strength to sustain that patience, and like wait for like that energy to dissipate so you can make sure again that it's coming from the right space. And also it's like for some of you it could be just waiting for the right time to strike too, waiting for like the external things to line up so that you can execute that one thing that you want to do, right? And then your environment, you have the Three of Wands. So again, ready, set, go. That's all I'm hearing for you guys is go, ready, set, go. The Three of Wands is about having your foundation set. You're ready to set sail. As you can see, these three ships are leaving the canal and they're going out to open sea, and the dragon is watching over them. The one that executed the plan, like the one that got everything together, like you're the pioneer of your own ship and you're steering in like an amazing direction. You have, again, all the dominoes are set up and ready to go. In your hopes and your fears, you have the Seven of Swords. So again, you're needing to take it slow, even though you're going ready, set, go, because this is making sure that you are not spending energy in avenues that are draining you. It's almost like you need the right kind of energy. And I'm not going to say all of your energy, but it's like you need the right kind of energy to dip into what you want to do next in order to make your space truly what you want it to be, make this house that you're trying to remodel or whatever, like in terms of your finances rather. So translated as a symbol. It's like you're wanting to make sure that it's your own, and make sure that you are not like almost spreading yourself too thin, because Capricorn is consistent, steady work. And you want to make sure that, like, you know, you're not throwing yourself completely into this project but not maintaining that proper balance, because then you're going to get burnt out, and then it actually decreases productivity when you do that, because you're not like actively trying to maintain some sort of balance, and then like your financial venture might be like a little bit off if you do that. So again, making sure you're heading into this creation mode with this working mode with the right creation, or working with the right energy, with the right balanced energy, so that you are not burning out, because I'm hearing it will lead to burnout. It will lead to burnout most definitely if you want to carry on the way that your energy is firing you up to do. So learning to manage that energy also is very important. So I find that I often talk to people who lack the motivation and energy, but people who do have an abundance of that energy sometimes don't know how to channel it. And very much like me, like I'll go headfirst into something, and then I'll get so absorbed and hyperfixated on it that I end up getting burnt out at the end, and then I end up like, not getting as much done because I just spent that huge burst of energy. It's like very unmanaged and not maintained. So that's one thing you have to watch out for. The outcome here is the Four of Pentacles. So this could be leading, I'm hearing there's like so much financial gain here with what you want to do, but you might have to be conservative with your money for a while you're watching it come to fruition, or while you're working towards it coming to fruition. You need to keep your money close, keep your pentacles close, because the Four of Pentacles is all about keeping your resources around you, and that he's not giving it away, he's keeping it close. He has everything near his den, near the home. So if you are, for whatever reason, I'm hearing get less takeout, so that could be it too. That also feels like a message for me too, because I feel like I've been getting a lot of takeout. But it could also be just not spending as much money going out and doing things that you would normally spend money on, and being like, okay, well, soon, but not yet, right? So keep that in mind. It's only temporary. It's just like a phase right now. It's not forever. It's just until you generate a little bit more income to go out and splurge on the things you want to splurge on, right? I'm actually getting somebody who wants to go out for a spa day, get their nails done, get their hair done. Like, that might be something, like, although it's fun and it's self-care, it might be something that you might want to hold off on for a little bit. And I'm hearing for some of you might like going out for like a cup of tea. For some of you, it might be like a tea house or going to a coffee shop. There's like a special type of tea that you drink. But you might want to like dial back on that a little bit and just be like, okay, like maybe you can make tea at home for like the next week or two, or maybe like I'm hearing like a few episodes, like a few, like when you think about like in terms of like a sitcom or a TV show, when you have a few episodes, like I'm translating this symbol from Spirit right now, like a few episodes, or like a few episodes later is maybe like, I don't know time wise what that would be in the sitcom, but like it almost seems like a series of events happens first, and then you might be able to have a little bit more spending money. So definitely taking the time just for a little while. I would give it like that timing is different for everyone, because I'm getting it's like 1 month for some of you. I'm getting it's like only 2 weeks for some of you. For some of you, it's like a few months. So apply it to your situation as you see fit. But a few episodes of your life, so waiting for certain things to happen, waiting for certain dominoes to fall, waiting for some external circumstances to fall into place, and also like just putting your energy to the right places and watching something, like tending to something and watching it grow. That's going to be kind of your next step, is staying close to that and keeping your nose to the grindstone in that. So with the full moon in Aries, we have cool your emotions. I'm hearing for some of you that you're actually angry. So this is what I was talking about, like being at the peak. So you're at the peak of your emotions. You're like, go, go, go. And full moons tend to be a pretty explosive time. At least for me, a lot of shit goes down during the full moon. So with the full moon in Aries coming up, with the cool it, we are on the full moon in Libra. And full moons, like I said, in general, peak emotional times. So making sure that you're not rushing into anything, expending all your energy in one place. I'm also hearing, like I said, for some of you that you're angry. There could be like a slight annoyance happening, and you could just, around this time, because it's sensitive, you could be just bubbling up and going, "Rrr." And Spirit's just asking you to like, back off, cool off a little bit, because the more you stew, there are actually obstacles created. So with the wall and obstacles, there are obstacles. There can be some obstacles in your way that are causing anger, and this doesn't necessarily have to be with other people, but it's almost like when you encounter a blip, Spirit's asking you to kind of move around it or move with the tide to go in a different direction, because it's just not meant for you right now. That doesn't, like, I know some of you are like, ugh, what do you mean? It doesn't mean that thing's not meant for you at all. It's just now's not the right time for that particular thing yet. We might need you to do other things first before you do that one thing that you want to do. Or this could be a different way to approach attaining your goal. So again, just putting forth that consistent effort, one foot in front of the other, but trying not to let obstacles flare up that frustration or that aggravation in any way, because it's all in perfect timing. I find that around the full moon and the new moon anyway, like spirit knows what they're doing. That's all I say. Like around the full moon and new moon, especially when magic like that happens and you go, oh, just my luck that would happen. There's usually a reason behind it, and it usually has nothing to do with you or anybody else. It's just what has aligned and what's come. So the sooner you accept it and move on, again, I see some of you kind of sitting and stewing, and that actually makes the obstacle bigger as you like stew over it. So just keep in mind that you might need to like retract for a little bit and be like, okay, let me just cool it for a second. Again, step into this Four of Swords space. Step into that Four of Swords space so that you can collect your energy, call your energy back to you, and make sure you're making authentic choices. You also have Electric Eel Spirit. Bring your ideas to life. So this is so close to Aquarius energy that I want to vomit, like in a good way. Like Electric Eel Spirit, and again, hardcore Aquarius vibes. So this is, some of you might want to take like a gentle approach to this, I'm hearing, but it's wanting to, like again, some of you are like, go, 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 and Spirit's like, maybe you need to go about it in a more gentle way, at least as of right now. So bringing your ideas to life, if you have like this sudden inspiration, like you're feeling all this culmination of energy behind it, still bring it to life, but again, it's just the approach that's different, right? And keeping it authentic and keeping it you, but being more gentle instead of like rushing headfirst into it. Like I can't help but feel like you're trying to rush into it with like burning cinders, and then, but by the time you get to your destination, it's almost like you're going to be smoked out. You're going to be burnt to a crisp. And that's not how Spirit wants you to arrive at your destination. They want you to slowly swim there. In this case, the electric eel, you're slowly swimming in a nice, cool way, bringing your ideas to fruition in such a way that sustains you for the long run, and not something where you're burnt out by the time you get there and then you're going to like struggle to maintain it. You know what I mean? Because you're too busy trying to collect your energy from all the energy you just spent. So that being said, I'm going to roll some angel dice for you before I send you on your way, Capricorn. Let's see what else we got going on. 4, 5, 4. I'm pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. I'll always read these messages twice. It's time to let go of the need to control your life and let angels guide you toward brilliance, support, and love. One more time, it's time to let go of the need to control your life and let angels guide you toward brilliance, support, and love. So again, some of this stepping back, leaving something behind, some of the stepping back is letting go of that control and just radically accepting your situation as it stands. All right, so that being said, Capricorn, I hope this resonated with you. That was your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated with you in any way, go ahead, like and subscribe and all the things. That way you don't miss updates from me. I do post around the new moon and the full moon, and it's always like a reading that lasts for 2 weeks. I have collective readings in between as well. My books are also now open for personal readings, so I'm going to leave either my email or my landing page down below. Still working on that website because I had like so much clashes with all these plugins and everything, and I had a moment where I completely, like, talk about Pluto energy, I completely just deleted the whole thing, right? I deleted it, and then I was like, okay, we're gonna start over, we're gonna start from scratch. Like, I still have a lot of the stuff that I typed up, I had like a lot of my pictures and everything, but like, so a lot of like the creation aspect is done. It's more of like just getting it to function, getting like the aesthetics that I want to get in there, getting it to function the way that I want it to, and getting all of that set is going to be my project for the next month. So I got that Capricorn energy too. I totally get it. The obstacles are also causing me to flare up too. I didn't think about this during the reading. I could have shared that too, but it's something that I'm just now thinking of. But anyway, I get it. It's cool. But either way, you can get in touch with me. The landing page will have a list of all of my services, as well as a link to my newsletter that you can join. So if you're in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area and you're looking to get a personal reading just for free, or you want to come see me at one of the pop-ups and be like, hey, I follow your channel, like, that would be dope. I would love to see you. So definitely give a follow to that if you're in the area. And also just for sales and promotions and stuff, I'll probably be using newsletters, send that out as well. I also have, let's see. Oh, when you do sign up for your reading, you can message me through my Gmail, and that'll also all be on the landing page as well. So that being said, Capricorn, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.